Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of College and Career Pathways, where every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. we provide you with information on various colleges and universities, financial aid resources, technical schools, training programs, employment opportunities, career exploration, and career readiness skills, all designed to help you make the best career decisions possible. I am Tony Curitan, your host, and today we are with Lawrence Technology Institute University. Did I say it correctly? No, I added the institute. It's Lawrence Technology University.
Lawrence Technological University. So close.
Technological University. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I am so sorry.
that's okay.
Emily, we're so glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hi, everyone. My name is Emily. I am a senior admissions counselor here at Lawrence Tech. I am just going to go ahead and screen share my presentation here.
Good deal.
All right. If you guys have questions, feel free to throw them in the chat as we go along. I don't want you to forget them by the end because we all know how that goes. So this is campus here on this photo. So it's all of these smaller buildings in the front, not the tall buildings in the back. Those buildings are part of our community in Southfield. We are in Southfield, Michigan, about 30 minutes north of Detroit, if you're familiar with the Metro Detroit area. It sounds like most of you live pretty locally, so that's great. Lawrence Tech was founded in 1932 as an engineering school, actually. So I'll go over all of the majors that we offer later on in the presentation. But just for you to know, Lawrence Tech is made up of 4 different colleges. They're all listed here. So we have architecture and design, arts and sciences, business and information technology, and engineering. And each of these colleges houses similar majors, and that'll make more sense when I show you the majors later on. So here we are located just about 30 minutes north of Detroit. We have about 2,000 undergraduate students on campus. We are a small private school. So about 2,000 undergraduate students that would be just like yourselves working on bachelor's degrees. And then about another 1,000 graduate students who are working on their master's coursework. You won't really see them. They're working during the day and taking night classes or online classes. About 80% of our students do come from Michigan and about 20% are out of state and international students. We have students represented by more than half of the states, which is so great. It's fun to meet everyone from all across the country, of course. Like I said, we're a small private school, so we have very small class sizes. 11:1 is the average student to faculty ratio, and our average class size is 15 to 20 students. So that means even your freshman English classes and math classes that you're going to take, they're small, they're that size. It's not going to be a big lecture hall of hundreds of students or anything like that. So if you're someone who really likes small class sizes and needs that one-on-one attention and likes to ask questions and participate in class, then LTU is definitely somewhere where you'd want to be. We do have over 100 different majors. And again, I'll go over those in a few moments. And then something that we're pretty proud of is our students make in the top 11% of students graduating from colleges all across the country. So those salaries when they're graduating are very high, and our students work pretty hard for it. So I think that'll be pretty obvious as I go through the presentation here, just how hard our students work. Theory and practice is our motto here at Lawrence Tech. So theory is going to be what you're learning in the classroom, in your textbook, if you maybe go to a guest speaker that we have on campus. And then practice is going to be the hands-on activity that you're doing with that information outside of the classroom. If you're maybe doing a research project with a professor, when you're working in the labs, most of your coursework will be in labs on campus. It's all hands-on. Maybe you're doing internships and working, using that information that you're learning in the classroom. Co-ops and internships are a really big deal at our school. The difference between them is a co-op is for class credit and an internship is totally on the side of your classes. So an easy way to remember that is co-op starts with a C, so does class credit, but they're pretty similar in the fact that they're both working opportunities. You'll be paid, you're working with a real company. It's a way to make money and build your resume and just overall see if it's a job and a career that you're going to want to pursue after graduating. Something else that we have on campus is the LTU zone. So every student will get a laptop. It comes preloaded with everything you need specific for your major. So maybe you're an architecture student, you're going to have a totally different laptop than an engineering student because you guys need different programs to be successful. What's great about that is if something breaks, you take it right to the office, and if they can't fix it, they just give you a brand new machine. So that's really handy. You don't have to worry about buying a new laptop. If you're like me and you like to snack while you're working on your computer, you don't need to worry about spilling anything and having to buy a new one, which is great. So yeah, and then there's just a few photos of campus on this slide. The bottom left-hand corner, we have something called the SAE formula team. So they build this car, the students build this car from scratch every year. And they race it at the end of the school year against other teams from other schools. This one is the SAE formula car, and they race it for speed. You can see it looks kind of aerodynamic there. And then we also have other teams. There's a Baja team. They race, they build and race a car that looks more like a buggy over terrain. They race that one. There is a motorcycle team. There's a new airplane team. So it's pretty cool. Any student can get involved in these teams. If you're an engineering student, it actually counts as class credit, which is pretty cool. We do have on-campus housing. You're only required to live on campus if you're an athlete. So you can commute or you can live on campus. The housing units hold 1,000 of our 2,000 undergraduate students. About half of them live on campus. We do have 4 different housing units. The newest one is for our incoming freshmen. There's a photo here of that one. It's just you and one other student in the room. If you know someone, you guys can live together. If not, you fill out a survey just like at other universities, and they'll match you up with someone that's good for you. No matter if you live on campus or commute, you can bring your car to campus for free. You can bring your bike. We have a very small campus. It's extremely walkable. Your longest walk is probably going to be 8 or 10 minutes. So you're not going to really be driving between classes, but students will bike or walk, or I've seen some skateboards. I even saw a Razor scooter around last year. So that's fun. And then if you are living in the dorm rooms, your laundry, your bathrooms, your study rooms, kitchen, everything is right down the hall. There's even indoor bike storage if you did decide to bring your bike, which is neat. And then we also have varsity athletics on campus. So we're part of the NAIA. We are able to offer athletic scholarship, which is fun. So these are the varsity athletic sports listed here. So that includes our esports team, marching band, dance team, things like that. If you are interested in being recruited, you'll want to go to that website, ltuathletics.com. That's at the top left-hand corner of the screen there. You'll enter all of your demographic information so the coach can contact you about coming to a game and whatnot. The coaches are the ones that distribute the athletic scholarships. So that's something else you'd want to work through with them. We also have club and intramural levels of the sports as well. So maybe you want to be active, but not practice every day or anything like that. Intramurals are a great way to meet new people, kind of blow off some steam at the end of the school day. It's just like pick up basketball level style game. So great way to meet people and stay active. We also have different clubs and activities on campus. We have Greek life. We have professional clubs that are revolving around your major. We've got religious groups, pretty much anything that you need, we've got. If not, you can start it yourself. You can start a new club. It's a fairly easy process. And then for any seniors, the application is open for you now. ltu.edu/apply is where our application is found. I do have a fee waiver code I can give you that should be good through the end of the year. It's LTU 1932. So LTU and then the year we were founded, which was 1932. You'll just need to have the high school send over your transcripts. There's a short essay, and then we are still test optional for fall 2022. If you have test scores, send them in. If not, it's not going to negatively impact you in any way. And then for anyone who is an underclassman, the application will open for you when you start your senior year around August. About the same time as the Common App opens up. We're also on the Common App as well, but I don't have a fee waiver code for you for that one. So some things to think about there. And I'm not sure if we're going to be test optional for future fall incoming classes. We'll probably know the next couple months here. Tuition is listed here. It does vary by college, but not enough where it's going to make you want to change your major or anything. Some of those labs just have higher upkeep costs, and then about another $10,000 to live on campus if you choose to do so. You can see the total range at the bottom there is $46,000 to $48,000. But of course, that is not what you'll be paying because we have tons of scholarship opportunities. In that blue box, you'll see our academic scholarships. You're actually automatically reviewed for the academic scholarships when you are accepted. They are going to be based on your GPA and your class rigor. They range from $4,500 to $16,000, and that is the amount you would receive each year. Other scholarships that you could tack on top of that would be like the athletic one. We have a scholarship competition, which is awesome. You can earn up to an additional $4,000 with that one. We've got FIRST Robotics, DECA. If you are in any of those programs, we have a STEM scholarship or some of our STEM majors. You can check out all of these, all the requirements for all of these scholarships and deadlines and how to apply and whatnot on the website. If you just are on the website and type in scholarships, it'll come up for you. And then a whole nother slide about co-ops and internships, because like I said, they're a huge deal. A lot of students, their freshman year will maybe get a job on campus. That way you can meet people, kind of get acclimated to campus, find out where you want to be at. And then after that, they're working on those internships. Most students, I would say, do 2 or 3 different ones. Maybe you try a big company and a small company, maybe something local. And then maybe during the summertime, one summer, you want to move to a different state and see what it would be like to live there and work there. So lots of opportunities. Most students are finding these opportunities through their professors since the class sizes are so small. They have so many connections in the industry that they're teaching. We also have co-op and internship specific fairs on campus where you can apply right on the spot. You bring your resume, you dress for an interview, and the employers will just ask a few questions and do a very brief interview right there on campus. So it's very convenient. And then we also have a website called Handshake where they post jobs as well. So like I said, co-ops and internships, a huge deal. You're building your resume, seeing if it's where you want to work, and then also, of course, getting paid for that. A lot of our students are reporting that they're making like $20 an hour as a student, which is incredible. And of course, using that to pay towards tuition and housing and things like that. And then, as I mentioned, here are all of our academic majors that we offer. So you can see they're divided out into those 4 colleges. There's architecture and design, business and information technology, arts and sciences and engineering. All of the blue dots are the bachelor degrees. So those are the 4-year programs. And then the green dots are the masters. So those ones you would do after you have completed your bachelor's degree. So I'll go through some of them. And if you have any questions, let me know. So we have our architecture program. It's actually a direct entry master's program. We have one of the top programs in the whole country. And with that, we are able to get students through the program in 5.5 years rather than 10 that it may take at another school. And the reason for that is we can offer all of our master's coursework online rather than on campus, so that you can do your master's coursework and be doing an internship anywhere else in the world at the same time. There's certain hours you have to complete in internships to be able to sit for your licensure exam to be an architect. So very, very cool program. We have game design for designing things like video games. We've got transportation design if you are interested in designing things like cars, cruise ships, right in the heart of the automotive industry. So of course, that's a popular major, designing cars. In the College of Business and Information Technology, we've got business administration, information technology, and business data analytics that you can pick from. Within business administration, you see there's a few lines under there. Those are all the different concentrations that you can pick from. So you might be a business administration major and have a general business concentration. It's all the same degree. It's just where you choose to take your electives within that major. In the College of Arts and Sciences, it's a lot of natural sciences like biology, chemistry, physics are all strong programs. Computer science is a really popular program right now. It's a major that we're getting lots of calls for that, people are looking to hire computer scientists right now. We also have a nursing program. We've got a partnership with the local hospital system where you go and do all of your clinical rotations there. And then this is the college where you would be if you wanted to do a pre-professional program like pre-med, pre-law, pre-dental, pre-vet, anything like that. And your advisor would make sure you're taking all the right classes to get to grad school for those. Lastly, our College of Engineering, like I mentioned, we were founded as an engineering school, so that's why there's the most majors here. We've got audio engineering technology if you are interested in designing things like noise cancellation in a car, designing speakers. We have an off-campus recording studio if you want to work as a recording artist or work with recording artists. We've got biomedical engineering, designing things like skin grafts, skin cells, lots of biology, also a major you could use if you wanted to go to med school. Civil engineering, designing infrastructures like roads, bridges. They work a lot with carbon fiber, steel. We've got computer engineering, designing with things that have computers in them. Electrical engineering and mechanical engineering, those are our two largest majors on campus. They also have several concentrations that you can pick from. Common misconception that you need to go work in the automotive industry afterwards. A lot of students do, but you do not need to. So pretty popular right now is alternative energy in mechanical engineering. And then we've also lastly got a robotics engineering program as well, which is designing what robots are like. And a lot of students are interested in designing robots that will someday be, performing medical surgeries on humans. So scary to think about, but it's very, there's a high interest for that right now with our students. And then my last slide here is just a contact slide. Our email is admissions@ltu.edu. If you've got any questions, they'll get you in touch with who you need to talk to about your specific question. We've also got a text number on there. A lot of students like to use that to just really quickly, text a quick question and see to get their answer pretty quickly. So that's the end of my presentation. So if anyone's got any questions, I am here to help.
Emily, can you speak on the merger between LTU and Specs Howard?
Sure. So last summer, Specs did join our campus. The reason that they picked LTU is they had a lot of hands-on programs, and our main focus is also having hands-on education. So it's very exciting. They basically moved all of their labs and everything to our campus. We've got their teachers that came with that. So that's exciting. How it works is it is a one-year program. You take, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, I think it's 3 classes each semester. You can take all morning classes or all night classes. And in 1 year, you'll complete that program. Now the tuition is different than Lawrence Tech tuition. It's just over $17,000 for the entire program. However, upon acceptance, you are automatically granted a $10,000 scholarship. So the tuition is just around $7,000 for the full school year. They've got a payment plan that you can work on, so you don't need to pay that all in a lump sum. There is no financial aid for that. So you can't take out a loan through Lawrence Tech for that program, just because Lawrence Tech is a degree-seeking school and this is a certificate program, so they won't allow us to do that. But you are able to look outside and at other lenders for if you did want to take out a loan. But the payment plan is also a really great option. So with that, you'll have your program, and actually they've something different that they've done now that they're on Lawrence Tech's campus. Is if you complete that program and you decide you want to go on and maybe earn your associate's or bachelor's degree with any of the programs that they've really nicely aligned from Specs to LTU, they have great scholarships in place to kind of set you up nicely so you're not starting from zero. So it's a really great option, and I can definitely get you some contact information if you wanted to speak to someone that's from that program.
Good deal. Thank you.
So yeah, I see a question, the admission deadline and the GPA requirements. So I'm not sure if you're referring to LTU or Specs for that one. So they are a little bit different. For LTU, there is no deadline for applying. However, I would highly suggest doing it. I would say by Christmas break, take some time during Christmas break and do it. Some of our scholarships do have February 1st deadlines. So you will want to be accepted and applied for those scholarships prior to February 1st. So take some time over Christmas break, especially while that fee waiver code is still good, and do that. As far as GPA requirements, every program is a little bit different. Our average student has about a 3.4 GPA, but of course we accept above and below that. We recalculate your GPA when we get your high school transcripts. We actually use a 5-point scale. So if you're taking any AP, honors, AB, IB classes, if you get a B, we count it as an A, things like that. So what your GPA on your transcripts is might be a little bit different than what we have. I would say if you're worried about your GPA, you can send me an email, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. We do a holistic review. If you maybe had, maybe something happened sophomore year, your grades kind of took a little bit of a dip, That's okay. Tell us about it. Tell us what happened. Tell us how you work to bring it back up the next year. And we'll take that into consideration for sure.
Well, considering we've been in a pandemic now
Yes.
almost, is that something that they can use and indicate?
Yeah,
And it actually is not a stretch because it
I
really
know
has
it.
affected everyone, you know.
I know at this point, even our graduating seniors, it's been part of 3 school years. So
Yeah,
yeah, tell me about it. Just tell me how you worked on your struggles and we'll work through it. Yeah.
good deal, good deal.
The application fee waiver code, how long is it? That's good till the end of the year. So that's why Christmas break is a good time to kind of work on that. Yep.
So 2020, December 2021.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
good deal.
Yep.
Do you guys have any other questions?
All right. Well, hey,
No.
thanks for joining, you guys. I appreciate it. I know it's not always fun to sit on Zoom anymore these days.
Thank you so much, Emily. I
Yeah.
appreciate your time. Great
Yeah.
presentation. And
Thanks.
maybe we can do it again next semester for the winter
Yeah.
students.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye bye.
Happy holidays. Thank you guys for joining. Have a great day.